viewers. Hope the wind noise isn't too much. Today we're going to do a little more in-depth view of my 2002 Suzuki Hayabusa. This is a very popular bike for a few reasons. One being, it is a very fast bike. At one point in time, it was the fastest production motorcycle. Of course, that is not the case anymore for 2017. Another reason why this motorcycle is very popular is highly customizable. Whether it be adding a turbo, power commander, full exhaust, ECU tuning, and the list is almost infinite when it comes to things you can do to a Hayabusa. Along with the accessories or aftermarket parts, all of those different categories that come along with it: swing arms, rims, grips, windshields. For me, one of the things that makes this bike so popular is the price. I mean, there are a lot of bikes that are faster. When I mean a lot, I mean 10 or so. But most of those, even used, are in the $7,500, $8,000 price range, where the Generation 1 Hayabusas right now, with relatively low miles, are going for right around $4,000, some less, like the one I purchased had less than 9,000 miles and paid less than $4,000. Another key component that makes this bike so popular is its riding capabilities. Like right now, I'm not pushing very hard, just flowing with traffic, and it's very comfortable. My butt doesn't hurt, my back doesn't hurt. You know, I don't have great protection from the wind, obviously, since it is a sports bike, quote unquote hyper bike for some. But you can ride it as hard or as easy as you want, and it'll comply. Now, it does have a reputation for being a heavier sports bike. People complain about the weight when you're on the track, or if you're taking it up some twisty turns, canyon carving, so to speak. But I think that's relative to someone's riding ability. This bike has been on other YouTube videos and different television shows where it can out-corner Kawasaki's flagship bike. But that again, that's all on the abilities of the rider. I still haven't been riding that long. My first bike was a cruiser. This was my first endeavor in a sports bike. And I'm very happy. I'm gonna come in here and do a quick run around. turn it off so you can get a quick walk around view. Like I said, it's stock, besides just a few cosmetic upgrades to make it look to my liking. Now, the looks of this bike is very subjective. Some people like sharp angles, which this bike definitely does not have a lot of sharp angles. It's more round and bulbous, if you so wish to call it that. I'll give it a start so you can hear the stock exhaust. This bike is idling a little bit high. I don't think anybody would deny that this is a very capable sports bike. Some people will like to dispute that it's actually a sport cruiser, although I can attest from my insurance company it is considered a sports tour. Of course, I'm a little older than most that have a sports bike, so I did get a nice discount when it came to insuring it. So you don't really have any complaints if you're older insuring this bike. I pay less than $700 a year, and that's full coverage with a $500 deductible. I think the best thing you can say about this Busa is it will do whatever you ask of it. I should qualify that since this is a 2002, it does not have any of the modern electronic riding aids, traction control, ABS, power modes, cruise control. So you do have all of that mechanic feel the whole time you're going around corners on wet pavement. You feel everything. So you have to take that in consideration when it comes to when you're riding, weather conditions, road conditions, things of that nature. One of the other benefits to me is most people know what this bike is, so I don't necessarily run into too many people on other sports bikes or cruisers that want to give you a go, test to see how fast your bike is. Most people know this bike will keep up with the best of them, if not outrun some of the best of them. You do get to have some fun with cars because they also know what bike it is. In the town where I live at, there are no Koenigseggs, McLaren P1s, things of that nature. So everything in my neighborhood that people have wanted to see what the bike's like, it's left everything in the dust. I'm going to close my visor for a second, make this light. There we go. Okay. So when it comes to the performance, the bike is very linear. Although if you ever want to downshift into a lower gear and feel the torque, it's definitely there. But if you're just cruising around in speed, and it doesn't matter if you're in fourth or fifth gear, you twist the throttle, she responds. For some people, they say it doesn't have that wow factor. I think that's a little subjective based on what you've been riding. When I first got on the bike and twisted the throttle just a little bit, glad I was holding on tight with my legs because I definitely got jerked a little bit. There we go. Close that visor. Maybe that'll cut out some of the wind. It's not something that, if you're riding properly, holding on with your legs and not putting too much weight on your hands, that you'll have a problem falling off the bike. But if you are not sitting properly and you are not holding on, don't have a nice grip, then you possibly could get thrown off this bike fairly easy. I think when I was looking online, the power rating at the wheel for this bike is right around 150 through 162. So it's plenty of power. It is a 6-speed gearbox. gears, you do some pulls, and once you've done the quick acceleration, you just click up a couple of gears, and like right now I'm just cruising along, not even at 3,000 RPMs. So she does get relatively good fuel mileage. If I only do a handful of pulls, keep the speed under 100, and so you can get 40 miles to the gallon, which is decent. I definitely enjoy cruising around town and on the highway, being comfortable, having the power to move along briskly when I want to. And also having the maneuverability versus my cruiser to swing in and out of traffic. Just gonna get on the highway for a quick second. See, there's a little traffic on the road. I'm going to get past that truck. Very comfortable. As you can tell from the video, bike definitely doesn't have any problems getting up and moving when you want it to. Clutch feel is very good, throttle response is very good, brakes are more than adequate now that I've changed the brakes all the way around. Any issues at all mechanically with the bike. I did put new tires on there. Went with a slightly larger tire in the rear. To help with the power, traction. looking for a bike that is comfortable to ride, has plenty of power, and that's very affordable, take a look at the Generation 1 Hayabusa. Guarantee you will not be disappointed. Thanks for viewing. See you soon.